This week on the rundown, new trailers for Robert Eggers' new film Werewulf and Illumination's new original film. Also, Michael achieves a big box office milestone, and Moana 3 is in the works, and more. Thanks for clicking on the video. I'm Josh, and this is The Rundown, a new weekly series where I talk about the biggest film trailers of the week, as well as the biggest stories that came out in the film industry. Now, with that out of the way, let's start the rundown. First up with the trailers, we got the first trailer for Nosferatu director Robert Eggers' new film, Werewulf. The film reunites him with Nosferatu stars Aaron Taylor-Johnson, Lily Rose Depp, Willem Dafoe and Ralph Ineson, and is set in 13th century England as it follows a farmer who is cursed and is secretly a werewolf. From the first look, the film looks like Eggers' darkest film yet, and the unique look of a black and white film grain overlaid onto colour film makes for what looks to be one of the more visually unique films of the year. And as a big fan of Robert Eggers' work, I couldn't be more excited for another gothic horror flick from him, and I'm absolutely looking forward to seeing it. Next, we got our first trailer for the Angry Birds Movie 3. The film, this time around, follows Red as he faces his biggest challenge yet, being a father of 3. Now, from this first look, it does look like a lot of fun, especially for the kids. However, I have not seen either of the previous 2 films, and although I did play the games growing up, I'm not really that keen for it, so I may honestly end up skipping it. For our next one, we got the first teaser for Illumination's new original animated film, Not Alone, which stars Timothée Chalamet and Selena Gomez. The film is a sci-fi rom-com that follows Joe and Fran, a mechanic and an astrobotanist who fall for each other. However, Joe soon finds himself sheltering 3 on-the-run aliens, who believe Fran's rocket will help them get home. This one also looks like quite a lot of fun, and with it being Illumination's first original film in a few years, it makes it a lot more interesting, especially with the sci-fi rom-com route they're going, and I may absolutely check it out. Lastly, for the trailers, we got a new teaser for The Hunger Games: Sunrise on the Reaping. The 6th film in the franchise, it follows a young Hamish Abernathy as he is selected to compete in the 50th Hunger Games. As a fan of the Hunger Games films and books, this film does look like a great look into the history of this universe, especially with it focusing on such a fan favourite character, and it does seem like a great entry as well. Although I am yet to still see the last film, Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, and I'll hopefully watch it before this one releases. Hey there, quick pause. If you're enjoying the video and want to see more, if you haven't done so already, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you can stay up to date with all my latest videos. Thank you, and now let's get back to the video. Now onto the news. First up, we're talking about Artifical, the new film from Challenger's and Call Me By Your Name director Luca Guadagnino about OpenAI's Sam Altman, which has now been picked up by Neon after being abruptly dropped for distribution by Amazon. The film follows the days leading up to the sudden firing and then reinstatement of Sam Altman as CEO of OpenAI and stars Andrew Garfield as the controversial figure. Now, with everything I've heard about this film online, this is definitely one you need to keep your eye on, as it seems like it doesn't hold back when it comes to criticizing Altman and AI as a whole, which is the kind of film we really need right now, if I'm being honest. So I'm looking forward to hearing more, and I'm glad it's going to be released. Next up, a major box office milestone has been achieved, with Michael surpassing Oppenheimer to become the highest grossing biopic of all time at the worldwide box office. After its 10th weekend in cinemas, Michael has now earned over $977 million, making it the highest grossing biopic of all time, surpassing Oppenheimer's $976.8 million total. Now, this is no surprise, especially given Michael Jackson's status around the world as a literal icon, and it's honestly well deserved for the King of Pop. Now, do I wish it didn't beat Oppenheimer, as I think it's a much better film? Yes, I do. But I am still happy the King is still just as relevant today as he ever was, and I'm absolutely looking forward to the second film. Next up, we have confirmation that a 3rd Moana film is in the works, confirmed by Dwayne Johnson himself. At a recent press conference for the upcoming live-action remake of the first film, Dwayne Johnson confirmed that a 3rd film is in the works, with writers Jared Bush and Dana Ludo Miller returning. This comes as no real surprise, to be honest, especially since Moana 2 made over $1 billion at the box office, and it would honestly be ridiculous if Disney didn't capitalize on the franchise further. Lastly for today's news, hot off the success of the Backrooms movie, 2 new films based on internet horror stories are in the works. Firstly, a Siren Head movie's in the works, with Barbarian and Weapons writer-director Zach Cregger helming the script, with No One Will Save You writer-director Brian Duffield as well, with the latter planning to direct the project. Secondly, Steven Spielberg is producing an adaptation of YouTube horror series The Mandela Catalog, with series creator Alex Kerster set to direct. Now, for the first one, I have heard of Siren Head, and it's definitely a character you can probably make a film out of. But what has me interested in seeing the most is Zach Cregger co-writing it, with his previous two works, Barbarian and Weapons, being great. I think this could turn out to be quite good, so let's hope it does. However, this is the first time I'm hearing about the Mandela Catalog, and the premise is intriguing, with it being about otherworldly beings assuming the identity of humans. Steven Spielberg producing the film is also interesting, however I feel like this one more so than the Siren Head film is chasing that backroom success, with them getting the one who made the YouTube series to direct, which does have me worried a little bit. Well, that concludes today's rundown, so thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, comment and share. Also don't forget to subscribe and turn on that notification bell so you don't miss a single upload from the channel. And as always, I'll see you on the next rundown.